These are tips for Cricut Design Space users who are wanting to grab some things out of Canva and use them in their Cricut projects. So we are inside Canva. I created a document, pulled everything in because we're going to go through this really quick. Something that you want to pay attention to are looking for solid color designs. These solid color designs you can upload into Cricut Design Space and create images that you can contour and create different layers and things like that inside of Cricut Design Space. Anything that has gradients like this, you run the chance of not being able to convert everything over. And just to show you guys, I went ahead and already tested some of these things. So as you can see, these are the hearts that we pulled in. Let me move this over just a little bit. So these are the hearts that we pulled in from that. We have the 3 hearts and then the gradient hearts. These gradients, they start to get weird down here. You can see that there's a little bit of like jagged edges as opposed to the ones up here. We also are losing part of our hearts from where the gradients are going from that darker pink into the white. So that's not something that you're wanting to like pull in from Canva. Those top 3 solid hearts, by using the contour feature, we were able to pull each one of them out and create their own little thing. And of course you can swap out the vinyl and all that stuff to create even different patterns out of this. When you're looking at your graphics, some of your graphics, you're going to notice that you can change the color of them by clicking on them, and then a little toolbar will pop up. As you can see, you've got 3 different colors here, and if we mess with this stuff, we can pull in different colors. This would convert easier into Canva, or this will convert easier into Cricut Design Space when you start erasing out the white and things like that. If you were to change this black outline into white, you can then use the contour feature just like we did with the hearts, and you can easily like create designs and turn this into like a faux SVG. To show you an example of that, this black is what you're going to get when you import that design and upload it as a single cut file. Using the contour feature, you can separate out the colors that you want, and you can go through with your vinyl cutting process. Another example is anything that is obviously simple graphics, just solid black colors, solid any color, you'll be able to move those over. But if you have something like this, while this is still simple and a little bit layered, we can use the options that we have in here with like the changing out the colors to get a usable faux SVG style graphic inside of Cricut Design Space. By taking this double pink and black thing, we'll separate out the hearts from this design, and we'll separate out the black by turning the hearts white in this design. Uploading these 2 things into Cricut Design Space will give us the results that we are looking for. As you can see up here, here is the design that we pulled in. You have your single heart layers. If we were to just upload the 2 color pink thing, that if we were to just upload it as it was in there, we would just end up with a solid cut feature. But by separating the things, we now have the hearts on their own space and the black squiggle thing on its own space, and we could create something like this where we have both of these using that contour feature, both of these options available to swap out colors, things like that. So with something like this, yes, we have the color options available to us, but the way that this one is, specifically on the edges, this is going to make cutting inside of Cricut Design Space really, really difficult. When I zoom in, you can see all the different jagged edges and stuff. Not saying that it is impossible, but you are going to be running your machine through the ringer. There's a chance that it might stall out in the middle of it or really tear up your paper or your vinyl, depending on what it is that you're going for. These type of designs are really good for the print and cut feature. You can upload this into Cricut Design Space and add a stroke around it in order to create more of a sticker. As you can see here, those jagged edges, yes, they did transfer over, but again, it's your machine is going to be putting in the work, and it could complicate your project more than you wanted to. I did add a yellow stroke to this, but we can easily turn this white. and you would have a print and cut sticker. Now when it comes to the more complex colors and stuff, the more complex designs inside of Canva, this does not have the option to separate the colors like some of the other things that I've shown you, unless you have the Cricut Design Space like membership thing where they offer the layered options in there. This is not going to transfer well at all as a layerable design. This will though make a really good sticker, especially because the edges on this thing are really sharp. They did transfer over pretty well. You can add a stroke to this, or you can leave it as more of a kiss cut type sticker. Same thing with this bow here. The edges and stuff on this are really clean as opposed to this, so this would make a good sticker type. Here is that Valentine's coffee mug. You can see that the edges and things like that, like they look pretty good. I would not be worried about cutting this inside of Cricut Design Space, but this isn't something that you would be able to contour out unless you have that layers option. But I did take a look at the layers, so if you have Cricut access, you can do the multiple layers. It is still in like the beta thing, but something that I want to kind of stress to you with this one is, even with Cricut kind of doing the footwork for you, it's not going to be like a perfect SVG. If you look at it, there is a lot of like blurriness here. We've got double colors, we've got weird edging and stuff that's going on, which is not something that you had when you just uploaded it as a flat graphic. I don't think that this would be really ideal. Like, I know that it's still a beta like testing, but I couldn't recommend this. Even going down, like, yes, the amount of colors that are there are going down, but we still have really odd edging, especially this little dip here. The hearts are getting a little more jagged. Hearts are getting jagged here. You're losing a lot of the details that made this particular design fun, and you're not really given the option to edit this type of stuff inside of Cricut Design Space. So I would just stick with the print and cut flat graphic option for cute, complicated things like this inside of Canva. So yes, you can find some really nice graphics inside of Canva. No, they won't all transfer over super nicely, super seamlessly, or anything like that, but some of these little tips in here can help you in determining whether or not it's gonna work and what you can do to kind of help yourself get the desired results that you want. If you want more in-depth explanations or tutorials, just let me know in the comments down below, and I'd be happy to put those things together for you guys. If you want more Canva tutorials, I have links to other videos, whatever, somewhere on here. Yeah, that's it.